Alright everyone, it's me Matt here once again, back with another video, and today I'm going to be ranking all 4 of the Avengers films. So if you guys have seen my ranking the Infinity Saga video, you already know what order these will be in, but since some of you probably haven't seen that video and would like a shorter video, I thought why not, let's just rank all 4 of the Avengers movies. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into it. Alright, so coming in at number 4 at last place, it's probably the obvious choice, and that is Avengers Age of Ultron. Now, this movie, I actually do really like. It's not in my top 10 favorite MCU movies or anything, but I still think this is an extremely well-made movie. I think that it gets a lot more crapped on than it deserves. I personally like Ultron as the villain. I know he's a bit hammy at times, but I honestly really like this movie from start to finish. Does that mean it's perfect? No, not even close. There are several issues that I have with it, but I still think overall it's a really good movie, and I still watch this a lot. So yeah. Coming in at number 3 is the original Avengers. Now, I just watched this movie the other day, and I have to say, this movie still, at least for me, really holds up, and I absolutely love this movie, and I love it just as much now as I did when it first came out. And I think on story, when it comes to story, I think this movie is basically perfect, at least of superhero movies. But yeah, I think this movie is really good. The only thing I would change, I don't really like Cap's suit. I'm fine with it when he's not wearing the mask or helmet, but whenever he's wearing that, I think it looks really stupid. But other than that, I really have no problems with this movie, and I really love it. And so yeah, that's number 3. Coming in at number 2 is probably a lot of people's number 1. And sometimes it's my number 1. Just depends on the mood I'm in, but usually my actual number 1 is what it actually is. So yeah, number 2 is Avengers Infinity War. This is the first movie since the original Avengers movie that gave me that certain feel or buzz. And the original Avengers movie was the very first movie to give me sort of that feeling like it was more than a movie. Like it really was like an experience. And this was the first movie since then. Funny enough, it's another Avengers movie, but yeah, it's the first movie since then to actually do that. And yeah, I love this movie from start to finish. When I first saw it, I don't know if I loved it. I did. It was an experience, but there were things that kind of annoyed me or just kind of threw me off. That after my first viewing, that I never felt that again, and I have loved this movie ever since. And yeah, so Infinity War is number 2. And for number 1 is probably a lot of people's number 1. It's always usually tied with that in Infinity War, but yeah, number 1 is Avengers Endgame. Now this, unlike Infinity War, since the first time I watched it, I just loved it. I really liked basically every single thing that they did. There were a couple of deleted scenes that I think should have made it into the movie, but other than that, I don't think there was really anything that I would have changed about this movie. Maybe another Hulk versus Thanos fight, but other than that, I really don't have any issues with this movie. I know there are some things you probably could nitpick about it, but for me, I don't really have anything that bothers me about this movie, and this is and probably will remain my favorite MCU movie. Sometimes I do like Infinity War, Civil War, more depending on the mood I'm in. But this is the best movie to end the Infinity Saga. Yes, I know Far From Home is technically the end, but this is the real end of it. And yeah, I just really love this movie from start to finish, and that is easily my number 1.